Hello everyone, welcome back to UKSG. Tonight we now have our final run, which is a race between SnakeSocom and Liammc90 in Resident Evil 2 Leon A. Um, so I'll just hand it over to our commentators for this race. If you want to introduce yourselves though.
Yeah, I'm Tom Pano. I will be commentating together with Sonic for this one. So,
Good evening, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. And yeah, we're going to be seeing the race between Snake and Liam. If you guys want to introduce yourselves.
Do you want to take the lead there, Snake? So my name's Liammc90. Again, as you can see from my Twitch name. First time running in UKSG, so I'm really excited about this, if not a little bit nervous. As Snake said, in the same team as Snake and Tom. And yeah, really looking forward to what should be a really good race.
All right, perfect. So if you guys, whenever you're ready, just hover over a normal Leon and I'll count you guys in.
Again, you might have to bear with me a sec because I just tried skipping the demo. No.
Right, false start.
Yeah, we've done this before and I've already won, so I don't need that.
The trash talking starting early.
This is
gonna be a really good race.
Liam just gonna showcase the most important key in the game, which is F9.
Oh yeah, the most important part resets the game. Any Resident Evil running, it's pretty comfortable with it.
Why is it not working? Ah, there we go. Right, okay. Right, now I'm back.
Perfect. All right, well,
Apologies
good luck,
for that,
guys. I'll count you guys in. You ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Best of luck, Snake. I mean, that's a bit harsh. You could just say lose the race.
Sending death threats already, and we're only in the first room of the game. This is going to be a very intense race.
Liverpool fans for you?
Sorry about that. I thought you were one of them.
What's going on in this town?
I don't have a clue.
I don't see. I don't mind Liverpool fans if they're called Tom Parno.
The entire city is infested with zombies.
Thank you very much, Bagger.
But yeah, here at Kendo, is everybody's best friend in the Resident Evil 2 community. You'll see him a fair amount.
Yeah, especially after this last year with a mod that came out that was very popular around the community. But yeah, Leon's gonna kind of take his way around these alleyways, trying to find his workplace.
Good luck, Snake.
Oh, come on, get off.
A 2-bite there from Snake at the basketball court. Not a very nice place to be.
Took the same amount of damage.
Yeah.
But the basketball court can just be a bit of a meme overall, to be honest. It's definitely a big reset heavy point, but
yeah, so this game it has like 4 main categories. You have Leon A, which this is, and then Claire A is the same with the other character, and then it's from the other side of the story, so to speak. Oh.
5 shots on the bus.
Oh.
I think Snake, your mic might be off on the UKSG stream, so I don't know if it's muted in thingy. But you'll be at... Yeah, that's alright. But yeah, there's, like Tom was saying, the zapping system's a big part of this game. And I think the only game in the series to really do it, I don't even think the remake did it all that well.
Nah,
As well as this one.
I'm pretty rushed. I don't know if they want to put it in the game or decided very late to do so.
Although it's a really good speed run because it is a lot shorter.
Oh yeah. There's a lot less memeier later on as well, so.
No worries.
But yeah, for a 98 game, this had a lot of content for its time.
Yeah, my mic's back on now.
New guy.
Should be anyway.
Leon.
I must have forgot to put it on the over the scene. That's my bad.
It looks like your party
Right.
has been
You want to talk
canceled
about a bad start? I'm already in caution.
about 2 months
Really?
ago.
Good luck,
Yeah.
Snake.
There was this incident involving zombies
My channel pointer.
in a
That's
mansion
annoying.
located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and
But
the
yeah,
other
we're here at
staff
Marvin,
members
Good luck,
who,
Snake.
again, a very popular
Umbrella
character. They did him really well in the
was
remake, I
behind
feel.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is Leon's first day at the job, meeting Marvin with tomato juice all over himself.
Not long after that, all this started to happen.
So just a nice bit of exposition. Unfortunately, the cutscenes in this game can't be skipped on this version, but what you can skip is the door scenes. But it's quite weird how it works in this game, and you'll see that
Here,
both Liam and Snake,
take
when
the
they
snake
skip the
card.
door, they'll let it play
You
for just a
should be
split
able to unlock
second,
the doors in the hall
because
with
by
this.
doing that, it would skip it
Now go.
faster.
But just go.
Yeah, so if you start running this game, there is
But I'm coming back.
things that can
Just hold on.
help you. You can kind of see when the door handle starts to move, but it's about 1.4 seconds, I think,
Yeah.
until you can. So you can have a detail timer to see when to do it as well. But if you
But it's-
start running it, just look at the door handle. When it starts to move, just skip the door.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I like about this game compared to Re 3. They don't have. They're all the doors are the same. Like obviously with Re 3, you have slow and fast doors.
Yeah, it's quite different in all these three OG games, 1, 2, and 3. In 1, the timer stops, so you can watch through every door without losing time in RE1.
It's interesting because Resi 3 is quite different. It's kind of a mixture of both. Some doors
Yeah.
you can skip instantly, other doors you have to skip at certain kind of sound cues. It's a bit of a weird one.
Yeah, so it's kind of why some people have made splits that just says slow, fast, so they know how to skip. Because you can skip the doors in this as well, like instantly, but you get a black screen for like
Yeah, like if
second
you
or so.
accidentally skip it a little bit late, then or even too
Oh,
early,
yeah.
it'll take a little longer.
Yeah,
to
too
load.
early, then you get a kind of a black screen before the game continues.
Those on Re 2 wouldn't be a little bit late, be better than early, wouldn't it?
Mm.
With Re 3, you can actually work it out without having the splits that say slow or fast. With Re 3, it's a case of like if there's a music change, then it's
Yeah, yeah.
slow door.
It's good
And
to see
if
you're
there's
still
no
alive to
music
live.
change or if there's no music full stop,
It
then
looks like
it's
we're not
fast.
gonna find your
Yeah, there's that audio cue you can go for sure, yeah.
But it's just interesting, especially with these old Resident Evil games, just the kind of tech involved with it, like such as door skipping at the right time, or like sound cues to know when to do it. And it's all things that if you're playing it casually, which I imagine a lot of people watching this have or played it as a kid, not things you ever think about.
One last thing.
But it's just
Oh,
crazy
no, of
just
course
how
not,
much
no.
it's
Take it.
definitely.
That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Thankfully, though, the RNG in this game isn't terrible. I feel like it's a good mix between Resi 1 and 3, where Resi 1 has pretty much no RNG, and Resi 3 is just filled with it.
It's all of it, yeah.
I don't feel like there's much RNG full stop in this game, if any. I can't think
There's
of
a few like zombie placements that can change, but that's really it.
Yeah, the big RNG, I think, when I think of RNG in this game, is kind of Misty on the bus zombie,
Yeah,
taking a
Cherry
different
yeah.
amount of
as
shots
well.
before dying.
I've already
Yeah, that's
spoken about that. 5 shots and 2. It's like the worst one you can get, I think. Grab 5 jazz
Oh, he's
hands,
got
man.
the jazz hands, as you can hear. So this is another massive point of reset for a lot of players. You kind of run past and get grabbed up. It happens to me way too often.
Because
The old jazz
angry.
hands.
As you will also see that in this, like Leon, which his hitbox is a lot bigger than Claire's on the other scenario, or the other main character, if you will.
At least we don't have Sherry.
Yeah, that's true.
I think
Those
that's another
that
thing that's
don't know about
RNG
Sherry.
as well.
She is like the biggest RNG in the game, I'd say, where she can, if you can just do her own thing, and yeah, pretty much GG at that point.
I got bad jazz hands as well.
Oh.
The jazz hands just.
Well, that
aren't
gives me a
holding
bit of
back,
faith.
you know?
The interesting thing about these hands that comes out, it actually doesn't do any damage at all. It just costs you about 4 or 5 seconds,
Yeah, honestly.
which isn't very nice in a speedrun, but at least you don't lose HP for it.
Yeah, like a casual player will be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
He isn't going to complain about it, but like a speedrunner is like, oh, yay, run over.
So how are we feeling so far, boys, about the run?
Not the greatest of starts, but I think Liam will be feeling worse than me being put on caution. Bless him. I feel sorry for him already.
I'm not on caution anymore. But you're well ahead. I know that.
I think I'm well ahead. I think I'll be like 5-10 seconds, man.
But you know what? If there's one thing I've learned about Resident Evil, any
It can all
speedrun race,
change.
but anything can change. I think we'll see upset after upset.
The joy of races, man.
You know what? At the end of the day, as long as we're putting on a good show for you guys, that's what matters.
But yeah, that's what me and Snake said between ourselves before. Like, as long as we put on a good show, then it doesn't matter if I win or, you know, it whether I win or it just doesn't finish.
I knew you couldn't say
I refuse
it.
to lose.
I knew he couldn't say it. He would never say it himself.
I wouldn't mind losing to Snake.
There's worse people you could lose to. Like, if you lost to, like, Matt in the team.
Yeah, because I've never done that before. I've definitely not done that twice.
Oh, nice dodge by Liam there.
Not the trigger on that. By the way, hardest bosses in Resident Evil games: edge of desks and edge of walls.
And shares.
There's a couple of spots in this game right by the front desk where it kind of rounds itself, but I guess the geometry for it is it's just like this kind of round this corner. It's so easy to get stuck on it.
Yeah, you can have those invisible walls as well. Like,
Oh yeah, there's one.
Snakecast was in or will soon be in again. There is kind of a straight wall, but if you run too close to the wall and trying to run forward, you can't do it. You
Yeah,
can't force the invisible wall.
absolutely broken games, honestly.
I think the worst bit about this one is the desk in the Star's office. So when you're trying to trigger the book.
The ultimate desk check, yeah.
I tend to find that happens with Claire. I don't know if it's just a smaller hitbox, maybe. But
Yeah.
whenever I play as Claire, I always get desk checked.
Like, I rarely get it,
Oh,
so when
come
you do get it, it's like, why?
So for you who isn't familiar with that, it's an item you need to pick up, and if you go on not wide enough angle or whatever it is, so you kind of not hit its hitbox, so to speak, then you will check the desk instead.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it says, but you know, it says something we don't need to know.
It is also why you'll see the runners all playing on the Japanese version because the text scrolls quicker.
Yeah, we'll see that in pretty much every OG game.
An
For
interesting
Resident Evil.
is, like, the game is actually easier on the Japanese version. I think in the American version they added more enemies, which I could be wrong on this, but I think it was because they wanted to. I think video game rentals were a big thing at that point, so kind of entice people to kind of continue renting the game and make more money doing so. Which is why the games are a little harder in like the American territories.
Yeah, PAL as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got both the NTSC and the PAL versions are so much more difficult than what the Japanese versions are. I've just finished doing a playthrough of RE3 on the PAL version, Nemesis percent. Wow, that was rough.
Why? How do you...
I think the PAL version runs a bit slower as well than the NTC version. So like it kind of adds to the difficulty almost.
It does, yeah.
I think Liam's just confirmed to us he hates himself. Like, just from what he's told me just now.
So, to those who aren't aware, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis percent is a category where, as the title suggests, you have to kill Nemesis at every encounter. And to be honest, definitely a difficult category.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's not that you have to kill them at every single encounter. Like there's one or two that you can skip by.
Oh, very.
Almost.
Very nice evidence room from Snake there. Evidence room is a big name in these runs.
Yeah.
Especially for Leon.
Oh, very nice Marvin as well there. In some instances, Marvin there, poor Marvin, is going to get up to the zombie and sometimes he'll jump at you, be a little bit quicker, or be a little bit slower. In Snake's instance, he was lucky enough to get by pretty well.
There are kind of two ways to do that. Either he's what we refer to slow Marvin or fast Marvin. If he's fast, you kind of have to run around him. If he's slow, you can just turn around and run straight out.
At the fast one, I think. It felt fast anyway.
Sometimes it's hard to tell. I think it's actually can be medium as well, maybe. Maybe it's more than two.
We just
I
do
don't
what
know anymore.
we just do what we think will work. Most of the time it doesn't.
Wing it, yeah. Wing it and hope for the best.
Sorry about that.
So now in Snake's case, he's gonna meet Ada. Some people love her, some doesn't. Just the way it is with that lady.
Oh, you can't not love Ada.
I'm gonna say quiet because I could cause controversy.
Let's hear it.
How can you say something so controversial yet so brave?
I've been trying to find another way inside.
Very overrated in my opinion.
I knew there was a reason that I didn't like you.
But Ada serves as Leon's love interest for the run. It's pretty fun in the speed run because the run being about 50 odd minutes long, he kind of falls in love with her in about, I don't know, for about 15 minutes.
Especially on a speed run, yeah. Meeting her after like 20 minutes and but I know her, he says 20 minutes later.
I know her. Ada wouldn't do something like that. You met her literally about half an hour ago. Shut up.
Yeah, for all Leon knows, she's like a convicted murderer.
Yeah.
Oh, she would do something like that.
Let me guess. You must be Ben, right?
But what's interesting is this cutscene coming up here as he meets Ben. He kind of shows off Raider a little bit, he makes his voice a little bit deeper, starts kind of barking commands at poor Ben over here.
Ben that never missed neck day at the gym.
Ben, you told the city officials
I find
you
that
knew something.
Ada in the remake is a lot more like she's sassy in this. In the remake, she's just downright harsh.
I'm trying to find my boyfriend. His name's John.
Pretty much the same with, well, we don't meet him in this run, but Chief Irons. In this, he's just a creep or like.
Oh my god, I'm getting battered by the dogs.
In the remake, he's just pure evil.
And even if I did, why would I want
Yeah, Liam doesn't have a good time down here.
Say we leave him in there.
No, I really
Does anyone
don't.
know where they keep the key to this cell?
Luckily enough, the dogs doesn't do as much damage, so enemies does like certain amount of damage. So you start off with 200 HP. Zombies makes 30. I think dogs makes like not 15, 17, something like that.
I think around that. Like, it's not that big of a number.
Get out of here before you lead it right to me.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere. I'm the only cop left alive.
But either
in
way,
this building.
race is still quite early on here. Really could go any way. I think.
Oh yeah, this is
in
nothing. There's
Yeah,
a
red
lot.
corridor
nothing.
coming out.
There's a lot of stuff that can go wrong in this.
Get out of
There's
the
nothing that Liam can do that will make me feel comfortable. Unless Liam's dead, I'm not comfortable. Like, it's literally the only thing.
I'm going.
Are we racing or are we dating?
We cruising.
Either way, it's the same outcome.
So Ben, the reporter, has just given us a bit of info on how to kind of get out of the city. We're going to need to use the manhole opener, get into the sewers.
Kennel. Yep.
Going to go into the kennel here, which was absolutely terrifying as a kid because you could trigger the dogs, but sadly in the run you won't see that.
It was picking up the red herb, wasn't it, that triggered them?
I think so. There's a red
Yeah.
herb at the end of the corridor, isn't there?
Yes, you can run, if you run in there, they don't jump out, they jump up straight to the fence and a loud bang. As a youngster, that was kind of jarring.
It's definitely one of the things I love about this game is just like little things like that where you may not even see it on the first playthrough, but it's like the second playthrough when you're fully exploring everything, you'll come across things such as that, and then the zapping system in the game
I'm with the RPD.
is really
Yeah, and also you maybe you play through A scenario like, oh, in this game I can do this again, and then you run B, and then what is this?
Think we get
yeah, the B
upstairs?
scenario is just completely different and adds
Yeah.
directs to the game, and it's like where Resident Evil 1 had two characters with kind of the same campaign, like it's
Mhm.
second one just doubles it, and some of the things you do in the A scenario will actually affect the B scenario. So there's a section where you can you go to a locker and you can take a machine gun, or you can take like a pack that will give you 2 extra inventory spaces, and depending on which one you pick, that one will also be available on your next playthrough.
Yeah, so if you go into that locker and then say you pick up the submachine gun or whatever, and then you try to pick up the side pack, it says, maybe I should leave this for whatever other character is, Clara Leon.
Yeah, and just for a game from 1998 to be doing things like that,
Mhm.
it's honestly incredible.
You want to
There's
live?
also,
Live with me.
there's also these kind of shutters you can use cords on to kind of get them down. If you don't do that, you will have a lot of zombies in the B scenario. If you do that, they won't break through, which is kind of interesting as well. as you run on the same save file that you ended the game on, start the other one. The decision you make in your A run will impact your B run as well.
Yeah, but I still say that Leon B on this game is the hardest of the OG speedruns.
Yeah, it's rough.
Although a lot of people would
Liam,
argue for
what are you
Re3,
doing?
which I get. Re3 is also a meme, but
Ada, wait!
there's that dodge that I think Sornek can do it. It's the Leon B dodge, you know, the hallway dodge.
Oh, the stars corridor dodge.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting one, yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I think if anyone's ever interested in maybe revisiting this game, I would really recommend maybe looking into the run. It is a solid run. Probably been my main game now for about a year, and it's hard to let go of it. Honestly, it's such a banger of a game.
Ada, wait!
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of mix it up. If you run one category and then you're tired of that, you can just choose one of the other three.
Yeah, there's almost 4 different games in there.
Yeah.
Category extensions, which make things a little bit interesting.
Yeah, you get some interesting ones. You have like handgun only, you have shotgun only, you have bowgun only with Claire.
I think there's one called Zoolander percent as well, where
Yeah.
you're not allowed to turn left. So I think I should mention that. That's probably the most interesting one. And it's such a. It sounds like a meme of a run, but seeing some of the strategies that people have pulled on that.
It's really interesting to see the dodges, like they kind of turn around to run around zombies and stuff. It's
So
really interesting.
RPD 2 now, so a couple of things to get
Ah,
through
see.
for the lickers.
Interesting place. RPD 2.
And the place me and Tom don't really see as Re2 remake runners.
Nah. RP2 remake, you'll be happy if you reach the RPD 1, to be fair.
If it's any consolation to any of my viewers that are watching on my channel, at least you know I'll win tomorrow.
It's coming up to the dangerous red hallway, another big reset point for a lot of players.
The lovely,
Go on, Red Hallway.
the lovely horde, but
How did I know that was coming, Liam? Yep. Hit my first on me. Thanks, Liam. Your fault.
I think,
I'm
as we
not even
mentioned
sorry.
earlier-
I know you're not sorry.
Yeah. So as we mentioned earlier, because Leon's got a bit of a chunkier hitbox, it can be a little bit more difficult to kind of navigate through that corridor.
yeah, but for safety, Leon gets a first aid spray here. Claire doesn't in her run, so it's all good. It's nothing like RE3 here, all these solutions are always the same, luckily.
Yeah. Don't need every code changing every 2 seconds.
Alright.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
might
just
be-
not fun.
Do we have time for a quick donation?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, jump in.
We have a $5 donation from Anonymous, which has now put us at the $1,200 mark for UKSG.
Let's go!
Let's go. Big
Nice.
fight.
And I would just like to remind everyone, we are currently raising money for Crisis, a UK charity supporting people who are currently homeless by teaching everyone about it, training and support with housing, helping them with employment and health. 90% of your proceeds will go towards Crisis, and 10% will go to help keeping USG up and running. So, thank you for the $5, and if you're interested, I think the command is !donation or donate. It should be if Mars are in chat, could someone post it, please? But thank you for the $5 and getting us over that barrier.
Keep the donos coming, guys, for a great cause.
Yeah, please, if you can, guys, please do. I reckon we can get to 1400 before the end of this run. And also keep in mind, if we get to at least 200 during this run, then you get to hear myself duet with the lovely Tampano. The guy that's
It's a joy.
the guy that's hung more than Henry VIII's wives. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. I hope I am.
Oh no.
Oh
It's a
gosh.
bit late if I'm not.
Well done, Liam.
Hi guys, this is the first time and last time that I've been on the ESA channel.
All I'll say is Liam is in no way a reflection of me, and I would like to distance myself as much as possible from the latest comment from him.
Yeah, you know it would be true though.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer!
Oh, come on!
I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. The chief of police.
The Red Hallway has not been kind to either of you today.
Nope.
To be fair, I was playing this earlier and it wasn't being much nicer to me.
Literally, if I get a good red hallway, I PB, because I've got a terrible one on my BB run, but it's just getting a good one.
If I get a good red hallway, then I start thinking that unicorns are real.
So Ben's just going to split in half here. Nice little alien reference there.
God, what was that?
It's interesting how they changed that in the remake. Didn't get his head squished by Mr. X.
To the chemical plant. I
Yeah,
have a feeling that's where I'll
I'm
find
not really
you.
sure why they changed that. I thought that was a very, very good scene in the original.
But I must say, if you guys, I don't know if you guys seen it earlier, but I was watching House and Nick race MGS1 original versus Twin Snakes, and the moment of the tournament, or not the tournament, the marathon so far has been while House is trying to farm alerts, Nick was just playing with a Rubik's Cube because you don't have to do anything on Twin Snakes.
Oh no.
That was literally,
No.
I was dying in my chair.
I mean, that's just naughty.
So Snake's approaching the first boss of the game. G Mutant, I think it's called.
What, G Mutants are bosses in this game? I'm used to there being about 25 of them.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, I'm a remake.
You be quiet, you don't want to get yourself distracted and take even more bites, alright?
Hey, it's not over yet. That lady's not even warmed her vocal cords. Don't get too happy with yourself, son.
I'm not happy at all, I just needed a time to come back at you.
I wouldn't expect any less. I'd be disappointed if anything.
What was that all about?
All I'll say is I'm running scared the whole time playing this because it can just change. Literally, all it takes is one bad movement. It's game over.
especially in some of that end game stuff as well. You've got the liquor labs to look forward to. You've got G4, which can be interesting.
You have to mention them now.
Come
Like,
on, Sonic.
we
We
don't
both
want-
like quite
Yeah.
happily not thinking about the lab lickers, and then you just have to go and bring them up like that.
Gotta amp up the-
So I have no disc roll.
Oh, yeah, can't forget Marcus from as well.
A lovely place.
See, I should probably take the ESA channel off my second screen because I can see where Snake is. It's not looking good for me.
You'll just see my screen come up saying "You are dead," and you just hear like the biggest cheer from Liam ever.
Just big red letters.
I mean, I'd like to say that it's wrong, but I don't like to lie.
Great.
You can't lie in front of so many people. It's not polite, man.
I never claim to be polite.
There is that.
If I ever tried to claim to be polite, then you'd all call me out as a liar.
Can we squeeze in a quick donation?
Us?
Yeah, jump in.
So we have $20 from our very own Tompano right here saying, "Don't listen to Liam. I don't. But anyway, lovely event, and let's have some fun for a great cause."
Yes, Tom.
Thank you very much, Tom. And I also agree. Don't listen to Liam. We don't.
I'll listen. Don't listen to these two. These are like the drags of Team RPD. See, they keep saying things like this, but they're relying on me to get us 1-0 in front in the morning. So
Yeah.
there is that.
Boom, yeah. Indeed. Any liars in chat?
So while you guys are both in cutscenes, how are you guys finding the run so far? Any thoughts?
Could be better.
Are you guys doing quick croc or are you just playing it safe?
And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
Oh, Snake's going for a quick stretch.
Oh, come on, get out of the way.
So those rats were the carriers
See,
of the virus.
this one for me right now, especially running against who I consider to be a friend of mine. It's like
Snake
I
taking
see
a
this one now as like it's like being told to make love to the Queen. A great honor, but no one wants to do it.
If the Queen is in chat, we are sorry.
Too bad.
I hope Liam didn't see that. Oh, my tears.
Ada?
Yeah, so
So
Snake
often-
can show you how long that cutscene is, so was able to read a book front to back. Yeah.
Massive chunk there of exposition there.
It's alright, I'm still not scared.
But
I wouldn't be. It's like I said, this road can just change wherever.
I'm just gonna count on Dog G.
Yeah.
Put you into danger again.
Wouldn't go that far. It killed me last time I ran this game.
Oh really?
Yeah, on my D-rest it killed me there.
Last time I ran this game, it almost did. I limped out on zero HP on danger.
Yeah, that's how my last race with Liam finished. me limping to the end, and us both patiently waiting for the IG team to come up.
See, now I'm just wondering whether he's actually being truthful about his practice or he's just lulling me into a false sense of security.
No, Sornek can confirm it. Sornek was there.
Oh, I don't recall. Sorry.
Snake also has to go through the headless zombie of his dreams.
Oh god, let's not talk about that clip, man.
So here at the giant crocodile here. Are you going to be doing quick croc here?
I don't even know Quick Croc.
That's okay.
Go for it.
Yeah. So quick croc is a strat you can do. As he goes around the corner, you'll see him do an animation where he's roaring at you. If you time it perfectly, you can drop the canister and it will skip a little phase and you'll pick the canister up instantly, saving a little bit of time. The only problem is it is a very risky strat. If you mess it up, he'll go through it and the run's over. And there's no way of redeeming it.
And it's not like a load of time saves, like 1-2 seconds maybe.
Do quick croc,
High
Snake.
High risk, high reward.
Life's about risks and all that.
Yeah, do it. I bet you don't.
I'm already past it.
You already did it, look, now it's your turn.
And because you're not watching the screen, I did it. There you go.
So an interesting thing about this cutscene that Snake's on is that regardless of the HP you're at, you'll actually get a free heal here from the little bandage you get. I don't know if that's intentional, if that's just a little attention to detail that they've added, but...
Oh, Jesus, is he that far in front of me?
He's just picking up the medal in a second.
Wow.
You can kind of opt out of a heal here if you're close to caution, because you will be max HP after that anyway.
Reminds me of...
I'll come up with another incentive. Like, obviously we've got the 200 and the 500. If Snake beats me by more than a minute, then I'll just automatically sing.
Oh,
Automatically.
Oh no,
Yeah,
hold on a second.
I'll do the chorus of the angels on my own.
See, this is why Ada is overrated. This is why Ada
No,
is
she's
overrated.
No, Ada is not overrated. She's dangerous, she's sexy, and it's brilliant.
No,
Dangerous is definitely right. She completely just blocked Snake in the silver medal.
Yes, Ada.
Yeah.
So you could go to bed with it, and you don't know if you're gonna get something or you're gonna get shot in the head. That's sexy.
Living life on the edge.
I mean,
Zombie agrees with me. I know he does.
poor man's Claire Redfield.
Oof.
Snake firing
Oh,
shots
come on.
tonight.
And at the end of the day, nothing beats Claire Redfield, so there's that.
Yeah, there you go.
See, I think Claire's overrated.
Get out.
I mean, she's just an ordinary civilian that
Exactly.
just happens to get lucky.
No, not lucky.
Oh, she gets lucky. Come on, let's be...
Ada's
Close
trained
down.
and still manages to die quicker than Claire does.
I'm not sure what you're talking about. I've never seen Ada die.
He got saved by the virus is like apparently the law in that, like something like that. If I remember right. Ada, fucking quick. Oh, you. Oh.
I mean, it's Resident Evil. You're looking for logic for that now.
This is why I hate her. What is she doing?
Ada's just so what's happened there is you want to intentionally take that bite because Leon can't go around her. But as he saw with Snake there, he got really unlucky, and as the zombie grabbed him, Ada decided to shoot, which completely reset him.
Yes, Ada.
So Ada's really working with Liam over here.
Of course she is.
Come on, Ada.
It's Ada
Sort me
heard
out.
you talking trash.
Absolute devil. He belongs in the bin.
Yeah, well, so does Liquid, but what?
Right, I hope every MGS fanboy comes in and beats you up now.
Yeah, they probably will after that.
And I wouldn't feel sorry for you.
Well, no, you wouldn't do anyway.
True.
So we're just reaching the end of the kind of sewer warehouse section. Snake's going to call the train, and we're almost at G2, I believe it is. G3?
G2.
G2, yeah, G3 is
Go on,
Beast Mary, I
G2.
think.
G2,
kinda-
I'm not being funny, but I've heard he's been talking smack about you. I think you need to sort him out.
I've had enough.
Yeah, so this is a kind of technical fight with Leon.
Yeah. I'm not very good at this fight.
If it's any consolation, you got like 3 days before I could catch up.
So this fight takes 9 bullets, I believe it is. 9 magnum rounds.
Essentially, Snake, you have time to take him out to dinner before killing him. Before Leon catch up to you.
Maybe get to know Birkin a little
That's
bit.
gonna work.
Right, whoa, Tom, right, you're supposed to be my commentator, you're not supposed to be backing him.
That
Tom,
was
listen, no.
before he took smack to Claire. Can't have that, can we?
I mean, it only happened if you remember.
Oh my
Yeah,
God, really?
this is rough.
This fight is it's not treating you well at all. I think.
Oh.
Birkin... Oh my god.
Yes, G2.
Nice, there you go.
Oh, because of course Ada would get poisoned. Because why wouldn't she?
Good. Good.
You know, Ada
Oh,
being
come on, mate,
poisoned
there's no
is...
need.
Hey,
Ada
you,
being
wi-
poisoned is
you
kinda good
wish
luck in
every
this one.
death on me possible. Like I was gonna be
Hey,
nice. I was gonna be nice about this, but I hope your game crashes on you.
Yeah, right now, so do I. At least then I can say, well, you didn't beat me. The game just crashed.
So in the story, Leon's now taking Ada into the lab, right below Raccoon City, and he's going to try and find a way to get out. And the lab's full of memes, full of loads of memes. It's going to be interesting to see. I mean, how are you feeling as you're going into it, Snake?
I mean, I've never said this before in my life, but I think one of the best things about the labs is the lickers. Don't let me down now, lickers.
Butter them up here.
I
And
cannot.
It worked with Ada, it worked with G2. Can the lickers?
I mean, what has he done to deserve all the bless from every enemy in this game? Like,
So the first thing that Snake's going to do here, he's going to power up the lab. He's going to need to go and get the fuse.
Yeah, he also opted to take that extra herb there. I don't blame him after that G2 fight.
hey, I was
Honestly,
always do it. I was debating it on the way that, like, after just using like one herb, and then once I had to use the Baz as well. But yeah,
I think Liam's definitely paid Ada, by the way, because she's behaving very well for him. Whereas for you, Snake,
I might have paid Ada, but I've definitely not paid myself. The amount of times that I keep going in the wrong leap direction.
Good. So you get for talking trash. Although I would not have you any other way. You're right.
Oh, there's no need for that. I thought me and you were friends. I'm also ridiculously gullible, so, you know, make of that what you will.
There is no friends in speedrunning. I'll be friends after the race.
Yeah, well, I won't. Sod you.
So here you got the IVs, who in the original aren't really much of a threat, but in the remake, I'm sure these guys can tell you just how great they are in the remake.
Oh, I've seen Snake do IVs very badly, so that makes the difference, maybe. I don't know.
Go on, the IVs.
Snake reaches the lab lickers here. Oh, that was very close there.
It was very lucky.
Very lucky there.
Nice, still. I deserve a bit of luck, though.
No, you don't.
The G2 just absolutely.
Quite simply, no, you don't.
But that particular room is very technical because of the way the lickers react. It's kind of, you always have to do a very specific amount of moves to really get him to jump perfectly. Snake managed to just run through it. He got through it pretty well, I'd say. But there is the way back, and that can be just as dangerous as the way there.
I always struggle with the way back
lickers.
and the way there, to be fair.
Now, we saw how Snake was with G2. G2 just did not hold back, and let's see. That goes here.
Yeah, it goes. Yeah, indeed.
Alright, so it turns out that quick shooting on RE2 isn't the same as on RE3.
Got to do the strat. I completely just ran through the room.
Oh, come on, G2.
Yeah, G2 is.
G2 can be a massive move.
It's
and
interesting.
He's not
today.
taking any prisoners.
No, not at all.
Yeah, guys, I think it's probably safe to say that I'm going to end up singing. I reckon by this point now, if Snake doesn't beat me by at least a minute, then I think it's just an automatic loss.
You'll do anything to get a win, wouldn't you?
Damn right I will. What's that?
Let's hear it. The
Before today,
famous
I
MO disc run.
Before today, I've had 14 races and I've only lost 3. Right, I don't take loss well.
Wow, this is terrible. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah. This is rough going in the modus room.
Luckily, you do have 2 fasters though, but that was that room can again be very, very hit or miss.
Yeah, I was like, I tried to do the running round them, but one had just like turboed early, so he was in my way straight away.
So
Yeah, without safety strat, that room is rough because you can't really hold any fastest. Well, you can hold one if you go in there, but you need to get rid of it to pick the modus camp.
I mean, to be fair, there's no such thing as a zombie turboing in that room. If you got you, then you just got you.
What he's saying, Snake, is not
I mean, it's basically what he said.
Yeah.
I've got to try and save some face somewhere.
But it can be an absolute like brutal room, honestly.
Nah, it's easy. Now that I've said that, I'm gonna get
Now that you said that,
destroyed.
Famous last words, but right here we're gonna see.
Get in, Liam. Yes, Jake.
Leon defending Ada's honour, even though he's known her for about 20 minutes, maybe.
I remember he knows her.
I know her.
Ada wouldn't do such a thing.
The self-destruct sequence has been activated.
Exclamation mark Ada in Snake's chat if you're in Snake's chat.
My chatbot's off for a very good reason.
It turns out that he's not a very nice man if he's going to do something like that.
I mean, it's part of the event etiquette that you don't have your sounds playing. Just saying.
Yeah, but we'll just forget about
You know what this is about, so just hand over the G virus.
You're gonna hear it in a minute anyway. Like, you don't even need the redeem.
I mean, I'm not, and I'm not going to do it for a good 5 minutes, but thanks for rubbing that in.
Listen, now hand it over. Don't make me shoot you.
You can't do that.
So poor Ada. Sorry, poor Leon even. So had his heart broken.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of like the guy that like a girl said hi to him and he like falls in love with her.
He's just like, well, you know,
I've made this point about Leon for a long time, like because for some reason, women that like Resident Evil seem to love Leon. He's the ultimate, like, pest, really.
Pest.
I mean, tell me I'm not right, because we all know that Claire A and Leon B is the canon way to play the game. I think of some of the stuff that he comes out with in Leon B. Why does nobody listen to me? Shut up! If anything, it's probably me that needs to shut up right now.
Poor Leon, he's probably like, yeah, you know, I boosted her for an event, so I guess you could say things are getting pretty serious between the two of us.
Right.
I'm scared.
It's okay, Ada comes back in Resi 4, it's okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
spoilers, man.
Whoa, whoa.
The game's only been released
Hold on a
about
second.
2,000 times over the last 10 years.
Oh god, it's... when did Resi 4 come out? 2005, I think it was?
Yeah,
So,
Oh, god,
Something
we're
something like that.
getting close to that 20-year anniversary, aren't we? I'll let that one just sink it for a minute.
It's RE1 Remake's 20 years anniversary in March this year, actually.
Damn. And that game still looks incredible.
Mm-hmm.
It holds up so well.
I mean, I'm not going to say that I find Ada attractive. I'm just not going to deny it.
So, Snake's coming across some of the naked zombies here. You can try to dodge it, but again, it's much more difficult for Leon than it is for Claire, who can kind of just sneak past them. And it is possible, but the big risk is that they actually do more damage than the normal zombies. They do about 40 damage, I believe. I don't know if it's just the lack
Yeah.
of clothes that do it.
It's quite interesting with this OG Resident Evil game. I don't know what's going on in these labs, because every zombie is naked in these kind of games for some reason. I don't know.
It is a bit of an odd one. I think they,
Detonation.
I suppose it's just maybe a work party that went a little bit out of control. Maybe that's the real reason the virus leaked.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, so anyone that's watching on my channel, like, basically what I need now, and I'd never wish it upon a friend, but
You
I,
are wishing
I need Snake to die.
Your friends.
I was
Snake
just
goes
about to
on
say,
a
but he's
boxing
not a friend
ball.
anyway, so sorry. Oh my god, I'm in deep caution.
Oh, that first section is very rough. Like, optimally, what you're going to want to do is to stand on the PM platform and get 4 shots off and get Birkin stuck in the corner.
Yeah, you kind of want to turn while you do it as well. So
But this fight is, as you can hear from Snake, it's
Come on, Birkin,
absolutely
get him!
terrifying.
yeah, so what you want is
Snake's
to
picked
get
up
him
loads
up.
of heals. Yeah, get him on top of the containers. But
Get him
once-
stuck there, kind of.
problem is once you're on caution, I believe he can actually one-shot you.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
So it is a terrifying fight, honestly.
Come on, Birkin.
Oh,
And
Sort
it's
a lad out.
GG.
actually quite some RNG in this fight. If you don't get him the way you want, and he's still on the ground, he can kind of do a little bit what he wants, jumping all over the room and
He can
running
definitely be very
towards.
difficult to control,
Yeah.
and I think we'll be in the final boss as well. It definitely has a little bit of pressure. You know, you've made it this far.
Mhm.
It's like, okay.
I had to do it.
Oh no! Look at the, the pure BM. Poor Annette has had the ceiling collapse on her twice tonight. I can't imagine she's going to be feeling too great tomorrow.
You're living that pipe dream.
What
I mean,
kind
it is just IGT, and I had to tab out for a bit, so you never know whether you actually might get near. So we'll
I
see.
think
is that the best that I can hope for? Just getting near?
No,
Yeah,
I mean technically,
Thanks,
like with
mate.
When Snake tells this story, he will say, I went out, took a shower in between. I still won.
Oh, he'll be telling his kids about this story.
you wait till you watch the VOD back.
I beat
That's all I'll
Liam.
say. If you watch the VOD back, Liam, you're gonna be fuming.
well, I'll say it
Oh, look,
this way. I
What
think
time
Liam,
did you
won.
get?
54-12.
Mate, if I get 54-13,
Oh, imagine.
I think I might just go and punch a bitch.
Or strats, yeah.
So I mean, you guys have raced Leon A before, haven't you? So now you're equal. So you guys going to do a third race? You know, the tiebreaker.
Potentially.
We have submitted it to RE Marathon, so never know.
Oh, so we might see the grand finale between these two there.
Nah, do you know what? And I'm not only saying it because I've been beaten them, but when it comes to RE2, Snake's a better runner at RE2 than I am.
I'd actually go the
Veronica,
other way, to
however.
be fair, I would have gone the other way. I think you're better than me at this game. If you want to rub my ego, go for it.
I'll rub something for you. If it has to be the ego, then it has to be the ego. See what makes me laugh the most about Leon in Leon 8? Like, it's this deadly virus that's airborne that you can't get rid of. And he gets it in his hand and he just decides to throw it in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Well played, Leon. Cracking call, lad.
I mean, just think of how much it's worth as well. It's like one of the only G virus samples going. My man really could have made a little bit of money on that. But I think
Yeah,
he's
exactly.
too good to do it.
Yeah, he just spreads
Andy-
it all over the place instead.
Andy's just lost the love of his life, apparently.
For 20
'Cause,
minutes.
You know, he's just like ridiculous.
She was the love of my life for 20 minutes. Ah!
Oh my god. I think even Jesus himself says that I should not play this game again. I mean, if you're gonna get beat off Snake, then that just tells you that you're no good at the game.
It's time to retire. You're washed up then.
Meant with love, of course.
So you
What's
feeling about
Iron-
G4?
What? Where's that in-game timer manipulation tool that I've got?
Beat the game
Yeah,
in
put it-
1 second. Brand new world record.
Oh, come on, stop being a word that I can't say while I'm live on this channel.
Oh, you said some interesting stuff, so...
Yeah, that's true.
The game's definitely been listening.
I just want to read this comment from my chat. It's a first time chat as well. It said, "What race? SOCOM has time to go AFK."
Oh my god.
And cook an omelette and still be here.
Oh, unlucky dude.
Snake.
Yes, I'll say it.
Snake.
I'll say it. Emotional damage.
I will
To be
say
fair,
that
though,
you
it
guys
means
should put now.
I mean, you never know what the IGT would have said. So I could have possibly won.
There's a chance. But either way, guys, GG's on the race anyway. You both had some very rough RNG.
I'll give you a little
throughout that
dance.
Yeah, that's the first, like, 3 minutes was kind of meme central, so, you know, it didn't stop.
It's not-
To be honest, if you ask all of my partners, I'm not usually one to get past the first 3 minutes anyway, so
Well,
No.
we've got something there.
Oh, we cannot take him anywhere.
This time, it's...
I've got to try and save some face somewhere. Come on, help me out, guys.
lasting for an hour, that must be a PB for you, then.
Yes, the run is over. He's on this. Oh, don't know. In all seriousness, GG's, Liam. We both know this game's rough. Like that's life, unfortunately. And you see it happen to me last time where I was ending the game on danger. So I can't wait to run it back again against you. It's been definitely good competition. So thank you. Thank you for driving me forward.
You know, I did. For someone that's literally just had his bum handed to him on a silver platter, I did really enjoy that. It was a very good laugh. And thank you to Sonic and Tom for coming in and doing what you both do.
So thanks for everyone that's donated so far and keep them coming. This is for a great cause.
Absolutely.
Exactly. And don't forget, guys, this is only day 1. We've still got a couple of days left to run, so make sure you keep tuning in. Make sure to get those donos coming in.
Yep, thanks for the run, guys. Very entertaining. Never seen the run. Laughed several times. Obviously couldn't hear because my mic was muted, but I've had a lot of fun. So thank you, Sonic and Tompano, for the commentary. Snake and Liam for the runs. Where can everyone find you guys?
Yeah, so I'll go first. I regularly speed Resident Evil 2 Remake a lot. Probably reset a lot, so you can find me on TV/SnakeSocom_. I had to think then.
I'm not maybe as live as what Snake is at the moment due to working hours. I do try and get on like at least 3 times a week. You can find me on twitch.tv/Liammc90. I'd like to give a very big shout out to the whole of Team RPD. To be fair, if you're not watching these guys, then are you watching anybody? But very big shout out to Snake, Tom, and Sonic for tuning in with us. Very big shout out to Matt RPD as well for putting this together. And I don't really know what more to say because I'm just waffling.
You mean put the team together? That's what he means. He means put the team together.
Yeah, basically, yeah. What Snake just said.
I'll
Based on that.
I'll help him finish his English lines.
But yeah,
Sonic,
you can
Tompano,
find
where
me-
can guys find you? Oh, wait, where can everyone find you guys?
Sorry.
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's getting a little late here, but you can find me at Twitch TV/Sonic. I play a lot of OG Resident Evil games, mostly Resident Evil 2. I play all kinds of different scenarios and different category extensions. And if that's something you're into, definitely feel free to swing by. I just want to thank everyone at the event as well for putting on such an amazing event. Both Snake and Liam for having me on tonight, and Tom for commentating beside me.
Yeah, and I primarily run Resident Evil 1 remake, but other RE games as well. And now I'm on twitch.tv/Tampano__ if you want to check that out.
You had
thanks
to
for
one up
having
me
us.
on that, didn't you? You had to get the extra underscore.
Other Tampanos there.
Go on, Tom.
Frauds, I tell you.
Yep, so we're just going to go to a quick intermission before we wrap up today, so stick around and we'll see you in a bit.